Good morning. How are you today? Jay here with the Alphabet of Oils. This is edition number 5. We've already done A, B, C, and D. And today we are doing the letter E. So let's do a brief run through. A was for awaken. B was for blue tansy. C was for chivalry. D was for dragon time. And E is for Egyptian gold. Okay, there we go. Egyptian gold. I know it's backwards. I'm sorry, but that's just the way the phone works. See, there's a little pharaoh there. That's kind of neat. Egyptian gold. This is a blend that I really love because it has some very powerful oils in it. Some great essences from Make sure I pronounce that and enunciate that properly. From Central Europe and the Middle East. It's got some great biblical oils in there too. Yes, oils are in the Bible. They are. This blend really commemorates all the trips that Young Living founder Gary Young made to the Middle East and to Central Europe to study essential oils and to find out the distillation processes of resins and to to actually ride a camel on the frankincense trail, which is the old spice roots from, back 2,000 years ago. And this blend, Egyptian gold, has some real winners in it. Things like frankincense, myrrh. Those sound familiar? Yeah. We often talk about frankincense and myrrh around Christmas time. But frankincense and myrrh was also used in Egypt at the time, as well as several other essential oils, because the Egyptians were very big into beauty and wellness. They came up with a whole bunch of things to help out. Yeah, they came up with some real lulus, like using crocodile dung as a contraceptive, but they also found out that a lot of essential oils were very important for the embalming process, as well as for perfumes, colognes, to help keep bugs away, to help repel insects. It's wonderful. When you look at the history of essential oils, a lot of people think, yeah, this is kind of a new age thing. No, it's not. Essential oils have been around since the dawn of time. And as my wife Lori likes to say, she just pictures Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, walking around barefoot on all these plants and getting those essential oils on their feet and being healthy. Until that whole Apple thing came around. But anyway, let's get back to Egyptian gold. Again, this is formulated with some wonderful oils and could possibly have the famed balm of Gilead in it. That's another biblical one you might want to look up. And we'll get to that in just a moment here. Now, what the aroma is like? Well, it's interesting. And I'll put it just that way. Every oil smells different to every person. Nobody smells the same oil the same way. I mean, you could have a bottle of just lavender, and one person can, and another person, ooh. You get different reactions from the oils. And Egyptian gold is one of those. Now, I like it. I really enjoy it. I think it's got somewhat of a conifer aroma to it, but it also has a muskiness, and that's from the resins that have been distilled and help make up Egyptian gold. It contains ancient biblical oils, as I said, and you can really use this if you're going to do a little prayer or meditation, if you're trying to, connect with your higher authority. For me, it's God. For you, but it really helps open up a channel so to speak. Kind of opens up your mind a bit to the possibilities of relaxation. And it's really good to help with your breathing. It really helps when you're trying to meditate or when you're praying. Just you'd be surprised what deep cleansing breaths can do. And when you add essential oils to it, especially blends like Egyptian gold, it just enhances that, because when you breathe in, all those compounds, all those constituents in the oils gets right up into your nose, right into the limbic system in the brain. And the limbic system is a great channeler for getting the oils to where they need to be. It sparks memory. It sparks feelings. Like when you smell something, hey, that reminds me of such and such. Well, that's the limbic system in action. Now, with Egyptian gold, with the oils that are contained in this blend, it really triggers some great moments of calm, relaxation, and it's one that when I breathe in, I feel, I'm not going to say at peace, but it does help me feel relaxed. It's like taking an eraser to a chalkboard, or if you're born after 1990, a whiteboard. So use Egyptian gold as part of your morning routine. I like using it in the morning. That's one of my favorite times. And it kind of gives you a positive outlook. It starts my day off on a good note, because the oils that are within Egyptian gold really help with that. And I know I teased what's in it. Trust me, I'm getting to that. You can diffuse it. You can apply it topically. Either way is fine. It's a great aromatic experience. You can wear it as a cologne. You can use it in combination with some other things and use it as a perfume if you want. You can do that with just about any oil if it's one that you really like. Some, of course, I would recommend using a carrier oil. Egyptian gold is fine. You really don't have to dilute it. And if you do yoga, if you like to stretch, if you exercise, if you do Tai Chi or whatever you do stuff like that. If you use your muscles in any way, Egyptian gold is a good one to have on hand, because it does help with muscle comfort. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. The key constituents from the oils that are in Egyptian gold are really good. You got alpha-pinene and beta-pinene. Now, what these are, alpha-pinene, beta-pinene, these are constituents and compounds that have been clinically proven. I'm not saying the oil. I'm saying the compounds that are in the oil. These compounds have been studied, and there is evidence, and there are reports and files and claims and studies that show alpha-pinene and beta-pinene, they aid in memory, and they help increase alertness. That's one reason why this is so good to use in the morning, because you get that brain fog in the morning where you just get something that's going to snap you up, and you can't always have a mocha at the ready. So use Egyptian gold. With the alpha-pinenes and beta-pinenes, helps with memory, helps with alertness. Then there is also unallyl acetate and linalool. And those are compounds that aid in aroma. They help give the oils the aroma that is used in conjunction with making the blend, because you really don't want to make a really, really stinky oil. Now, there are some that, again, I said different people smell the same oil differently. But there are some blends that when I open them up, it's like I can't even be in the same room. My wife is that way as well. Egyptian Gold, yeah, I think it's one of those that you either like it or you don't. I like it. I happen to like the conifer smell to it, as well as, excuse me, as well as the light muskiness. It's not overpowering, but it's good. You can definitely smell some of the resins. And why do I say resins? Because there are at least 2 oils in here that are distilled from resins. The ingredients are, okay, yeah, teased it a lot. Here it is. Frankincense. That's the key constituent. That's the key oil in there. Frankincense is in there. Balsam fir. Balsam fir, by many accounts, is believed to be the famed balm of Gilead. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Also, it has lavender, which is a wonderful, calming, soothing oil. It has myrrh, another great oil, a biblical oil, and one that is distilled from resin. It has hyssop. Hyssop is a great oil. Northern Lights black spruce. So between the balsam fir and the black spruce, you can understand where we get the conifer aroma from, as well as cedarwood. Cedarwood is in there, which correlates to the famed cedars of Lebanon. Also, vetiver, rose. You add rose to anything, and it's a winner. And also cinnamon bark. Now, cinnamon bark can be considered a hot oil when used individually. When it's blended with other oils, it's not so bad. So, yeah, you can use Egyptian Gold in a diffuser. I love using it in the diffuser. Just straight. Sometimes I will add a drop or 2 of a citrus oil. Whether it's orange, tangerine, I've done lime blending in with Egyptian Gold, and that is really a wonderful scent. But just the aroma itself is really good. Now I'm going to show you. See this lid? These are usually just kind of clear, opaque lids. This is, as you can tell, kind of stained. It has kind of an amber tone to it. Well, what that is, and the lid itself, it's not the pure white that it came. That is due to the resins. What happens with resins, you'll find this out if you have a bottle of myrrh. Sometimes frankincense does this, but myrrh is definitely known for this. The lids get stuck because after a while, some of the drops of oil that get caught in the lid here and in the inclined plane that is the screw on top of the lid, sometimes it kind of reverts to its resinous form and is very, very sticky. I have had to use, no joke, I have had to use a pair of pliers to open up a bottle of myrrh. I'm not proud of it, but I had to do it. So, one of the best things to do is use it regularly. If you open and close it regularly, it doesn't get a chance to stick as much. I highly recommend Egyptian Gold. It is one of the unsung blends, and that's kind of what we're doing during this alphabet of oils. We are talking about a lot of single oils and blends that are not at the top of everyone's list. Pretty much everyone in Young Living knows thieves. They know orange. They know eucalyptus. They know this and that. Yeah, that's why I didn't do eucalyptus for E. I chose Egyptian Gold because it's one you may not know about. And now at least you know a little bit about it. That's what the alphabet of oils is all about. And yes, it's fun to wander through the alphabet with you and tell you what you mean to me. So, with that, we will call it a day. Tomorrow, we will do the letter F. And it's going to be a fine blend. And you're going to love it. I think you will. So, until tomorrow, be there. We will see you later. Have a great day. Take care. God bless.